Hello everybody, welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I've been testing the beta software since October 24th, 2021. I live in the northwest suburbs of Chicago here. And today I'm going to take it on a route that I've already tested in the past, but it's never been able to do it. In fact, I've had 1 to 2 disengagements for this very, very short route. It's 0.2 miles away from this parking lot here. I'm taking it really simply down Golf Road. I need to take a right onto this very busy road and then take a left onto Roselle Road. I thought to spice up my channel a little bit just to keep people interested, and I'll have some dynamic content coming up, some more Uber drives, but more specifically, I'm going to have some really cool challenges. I'm going to test the limits with beta to see what it can and cannot do in certain scenarios. Obviously not annoying other people around me, but I am going to be testing other things like obstacles in the road, barriers, various types of stop signs, different types of environments. So it's going to be interesting. So, that's in addition to all my regular content, which is going to be continuing to test roundabouts and suburbs and the downtown Chicago area. If I ever make it up to Milwaukee or other areas, I'll also be driving and testing it out there as well. But I'm going to start out with a ChatGPT joke that I fed to the algorithm. I love this AI. It's really fun to play with. If you haven't tested it out, definitely check it out. So I asked it to tell me a joke about full self-driving beta. So here's what it came back with. What did Elon Musk say when he released the Tesla full self-driving beta? Let's see if it drives itself out of this mess. We're going to test it out here, and then I thought I'd do a smart summon attached to this. I always do it in the Amazon Fresh, but I'm going to, after I test out this short route, which is very, very difficult, or route, however you want to say that word, I am going to test it out. I'm going to take it to another location because I've tested the Amazon Fresh in 2 videos. You can see the link above. I'm going to test it out in another parking lot that I'm going to find randomly. All right, here we go. I'm going to double tap down after I put it into drive. Usually my windows will go up and kind of seal in place when I step on the brake pedal, but right now that did not happen. It's because it's a little bit warmer outside. It's 50 degrees. Feels like summer compared to last week, which was like sub-zero temperatures. Thankfully, all the snow is melted. So here we are. I'm going to put it into drive, and all I need to do is double tap down. We're going to see here. I'm going to guess that it's going to screw up twice. So it is rush hour. It's 4:40 p.m. I am highly, highly skeptical that it's going to pull this off. Let's see what happens here. All right. My left hand, you cannot see in the camera, is hovering over the steering wheel. It's actually just ever so slightly putting some pressure on the steering wheel. It does require that feedback in order to operate. Otherwise, you do start getting messages. The in-cabin camera, as always, is looking at my eyes. Coming up here, now the right turn signal's on. Thankfully, nobody behind us. I do have my backup camera running today. Right now would be a good time to go if it went really quickly. Okay, it lost the opportunity. There comes another car. Now, if it went right now, it could stay in the far right lane and it would be okay. However, it would be tough because it needs to get all the way over to the left to turn left. Now, every single time it's done this before, it's failed to do this. There's a big gap right after this car. Right now it should go, and it is going. Now, I have not tested this on the latest version, 10.69.25.1. Needs to get over 2 more lanes. It's got to do it quickly. All right, so there's a disengagement. That is the first disengagement. Now, I am setting it up for success by putting it in the turn lane that is going to be easy to get into this parking lot from. So it's the right-left turn lane, if that makes any sense. So now that I'm in this correct lane, I'm going to go ahead and double tap down to enable it again. Let's see if it will pull this next maneuver off. I'm pretty sure it will since I'm in the right turn lane. The right-left turn lane. So let's see what happens. All right, the light turned green and waiting for the traffic to move. That was pretty cool. Coming out of that parking lot, though, there was a car that came right in front of us, and it hesitated and did a very good job. Ooh, yellow light. It's pushing it. Went right through the intersection. it turned red while we were going through the intersection, and it continued to go through the intersection. That was really, really well done. Sometimes in the past, and I'm talking about, ooh, come on, keep going. I'm talking about like November 2021, December 2021. It would actually hit on the brakes. Here's a stop sign. Hopefully it stops here. And this lady has no idea that my car is driving itself. But yeah, previously it would stop in the middle of the intersection when the light would turn red in transition. All right, so I am here, and it looks like it's not even trying to go forward anymore. So I'm just going to push it forward manually here. So we did arrive. We had one disengagement. I thought we'd have two. I'm going to find a spot and then dial in the next destination, and then we'll test the summon from there. Let's go with Asian Noodle House. Okay, it says it's 5 minutes away. So from here, I'll put it into drive. And we'll wait for the steering wheel icon to show up. Waiting, waiting, waiting. And taking a little while. It is seeing that person there on the right. See them walking. It's like they may go right in front of my car. Nope, they're passing on the right side of the car. So it's not allowing me to turn it on. And I can show you, if I double tap down, it won't let me turn it on. So it has kind of lost its bearing as far as where it is. So what I'm going to do is just step on the accelerator a little bit. Sometimes if you just go forward a little bit, it can see things a little bit better. And then I'll go in reverse. We'll try it again. We'll go forward. Maybe it'll allow me to do it now. There it is. The steering wheel icon just showed up. All right, so double tap down. See if it can get us out of here. Okay, so it's going down this aisle the wrong way. There's an arrow pointing, going back the other way. Hopefully it can do this. So it's a little bit confused. You can see the route is showing that we need to go the other way. So let's see what it does here. All right, it's going down this area correctly. Okay. I'm going to slow it down. It's trying to go 15 miles an hour, which is a little bit too fast in here. Okay, ooh, car coming out. Okay, thankfully they saw us there. Okay, left turn signal is on. Coming forward a little bit. Okay. So when we come out to this road here, it's going to be really challenging to turn left. I highly doubt it's going to be able to pull this off. I think it did once before, but it got very, very lucky. So this is a very difficult area to turn left. Definitely an unprotected left. So the left turn signal just went on very briefly and kind of weird. So this is a stop sign, but there's no pedestrians. So I am stepping on the accelerator just to get out of here. Okay, accelerating forward. It does see that stop sign on the right, and there's a person walking over there as well. And we do have people right behind us. So, like I said, this is going to be very, very difficult. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to intervene here because we do have two cars, I believe, behind us right now. And you do have to be bold here, so I'm going to go right now. Okay, so I forced it out, and now we're on our way. So yeah, there's no way that Beta would be that assertive to get out of a place like that, but it is at least assuring to know that when you do force it, it does follow the correct route. It does, go down the right path to get out. So that's at least nice to see. Okay, so pretty straightforward. We're going to be going right here and then through this next intersection and then turning right into the parking lot. It could be a little bit tricky getting into the parking lot. This is, typical driving. I mean, you would be doing this, and in a normal residential area, I believe. This is a fairly busy area. We are right up against rush hour, so let's see if it can pull this off. And then what I'll do is park the car in a seemingly random place and then test out Smart Summon. Putting on its right turn signal. This car on our right is blue, so they're not giving us enough space. And there we go. Now they come behind us, so they've moved out of our way. Car executes the lane change. Not bad there. All right, coming forward here, and then we are going to be getting into that parking lot. So beta is fascinating to test. I am a geek. That's why I call my channel Tech Geek Tesla, and it is just absolutely a blast to test this out in certain scenarios. And it really depends on where you are and the traffic patterns. Definitely the traffic has a lot to do with how the software behaves. It really depends on how many cars are around you. And the biggest nuisance with beta as of today is the hesitation it makes when it comes up to things, especially like different cars or different, obstacles or intersections. And then what happens is the people behind you get confused. They're like, well, what is he doing? Is he going to go? Is he not going to go? And then sometimes the turn signal will turn on and then it will turn off. And so it's just very confusing to other people. All right, so going through this intersection, slowing down, not a good thing. Okay, I'm going to report that. If I had not intervened, it may have come to a complete stop there. I don't know why it was slowing down so much right there. Yes, okay, here we go, turning right. Okay, nice, and then it needs to go all the way forward and then turn left. Interesting. So it was about to go around this car here. There is a stop sign, and we've got some pedestrians. So we're hanging out in the middle of this road. I mean, it's not entirely a horrible thing. I mean, there's no cars in the way. I mean, that's what I mean, is that it's not interfering with anybody. But definitely not what a human would do. Let's just put it that way. All right, so here is Asian Noodle House. So we have arrived. All right. So not too bad. Yeah, there was one intervention there. Two interventions, excuse me. All right, let's come around here, and then we'll park and test out Smart Summon. So we'll do an auto park. Let's just see if it picks up on this space here. Cameras hopefully can see that space. Okay, not seeing the space. I'm gonna go back. So if it does not pick up on a parking space, you basically go back, and then you pass, far enough back, and then sweep again forward. Whoops. Okay, a car's coming out here. So hopefully the cameras will register that spot there. Let's go forward a little bit more. Right about now it should be showing up. And it is not showing up. Let's see if it picks up that next spot that person just left from. Not picking up on that spot either. So it has been a little bit finicky with recognizing different spots. Now look at that. All of the visualizations disappeared. Let's go back again. Try it one more time. Seems that we've lost the beta visualizations on the screen. Now, somebody had mentioned to me that... Oops, here comes a car. Someone had mentioned to me that it's not auto parking because I have beta enabled. And that is simply not true. I turned beta off and did a lot of testing, and that did not solve this issue. I think it has to do with the painted lines, but these lines right here are painted really well. So here comes another car. So that's not an issue. It seems, at least in this spot, it's not having a problem with the lines. So let's do this again. Come on. Yep, definitely not finding that spot, which is really bizarre. Really disappointing for me, because it used to do this reliably every single time, but now just simply not even detecting it. Now, my best success with getting it to work is getting closer to the cars. So if I get really, really close to the cars here, let's try this again. Let's see if it detects it. Still not detecting it. All right, I give up. Let's go ahead and try out Smart Summon. So I'm going to give you a full view of what is going on here. So I'm leaving my car. It's right in this spot here. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to show you here, there's a big barrier right here. So my car is going to have to go around this area here. So it's going to be interesting, because it's going to have to go all the way down there, or all the way down on the right side, to be able to get around and come and pick me up. And the car has no idea what its surroundings are. So when it starts moving, it starts detecting everything around it. So that's when it figures out what it needs to do. So there's a chance that if it chooses to go all the way down to that section there, it might go out of reach, or out of... So it's a 200-foot radius. And if it goes outside of that, it will simply stop working. So from here, what I'm going to do is go into the Smart Summon. And it is going to identify where I am. So it takes a little moment. So it's connecting. So it is correctly finding where I am. Okay, so now that it's connected, it's waiting for accuracy. And still waiting for accuracy. Sometimes it gets stuck on this step. There we go. Okay, it says cannot connect to vehicle. So that sometimes happens. All you have to do is go out and then back in. Connecting here again. There we are. Okay, and it automatically put it on the come to me button. Ooh, now it said cannot connect to vehicle. Weird. I'm trying again. Okay, there we go. Weird. That's really strange. So it's almost like it's losing connectivity. Okay, so from here I cannot necessarily see my vehicle, but it is hidden behind that car right in front of us. So what I'm going to do is hold down the come to me button. It looks like it's mapping out to come around the shortest distance, which is around that median right over there. So let's go ahead and hold down the button. Okay, so there I could see my lights turn on. Again, it's hidden from my view. I cannot necessarily see it. Okay, and it is going around. There's some people there. Okay, so hopefully it's not disturbing them. Ooh, there was a car there too. Wow, I hope it didn't interrupt them. Okay, so there is somebody right there, and I think they're probably wondering what's going on. So they're looking, I think, inside of my car and wondering what is going on. I wish I could zoom in. So my car apparently looks like it just stopped. So I'm going to let go and hold it down again. And hopefully the car takes off. Really not moving at all. Request timed out. So let's try it again. There we go. I got a little bit of a vibration on my phone indicating that the car was starting to move. And here comes my car. Okay, so it's waiting for that car there to turn right out of there. Hopefully giving them enough space. Okay, and then kind of slowing down. It actually went in reverse a little bit, and there it just disabled itself. Not good. I'll turn it back on again. So this gets my adrenaline going, so my heart's racing a little bit. Thankfully, nobody coming up behind the car. And here it comes, nice and smooth. Pretty busy right now, a lot of people. All right, so here it comes. A couple times I had to start it again, but it did fairly well. Thankfully, nobody came in front of the car. I mean, a lot of people came in front of the car, but thankfully no one came up behind the car. It didn't disturb anybody. So now that it has arrived, all I do is just come around and get in the car. So to do that, I'm going to try, so hopefully the Bluetooth detects it and allows me to get in. Okay, it did, first try. Sometimes the Bluetooth does not connect. All right, so there you have it. Another successful summon. A little bit awkward, but overall it got to where it needed to go and didn't cause too many situations in the parking lot. Again, you have to really gauge when and when not to use it. I took a little bit of a gamble today. Thankfully, nobody came up behind my car and threw a fit. Sometimes that can happen, so you have to be ready to run out to the car on a moment's notice. Thanks a lot so much for watching. If you like my videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.